Hello everyone, this is Running an Empty Food Review. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the report of the week here, and this is Running an Empty Food Review. I am your host, of course, and we'll be taking you through this journey throughout the food realm. I don't know why I'm giving such a stupid intro, but you know, it is what it is. So the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I went to Planet Wings today. It's a regional chain, don't get me wrong. It's not the biggest, place in the world, but I like it. I like the Planet of the Wings, and I was going to review some burger there, but then I realized they actually have a new item there. So new, as a matter of fact, it took me about 5 to 10 minutes to actually pay for the thing, because I didn't even have it on their computer yet, and they were checking it out, but it's brand spanking new. It's their Chicken and Waffles BLT. And that's the name of their sandwich, as they call it. Their Chicken and Waffles BLT. So, comes with a little maple syrup here. Everyone loves their chicken and waffles, of course. That's how we eat chicken with waffles. So you get your little fluffy, floppy waffle there. You get some lettuce. You get a tomato. You get, of course, the piece of chicken. And then, of course, you got bacon and another waffle. Waffle. And that's your sandwich right there. So, very simple. I mean, very, very simple sandwich. It's got, just bacon, lettuce, tomato, and, it's on a waffle. That's all there is. There's chicken, too. Chicken, too. Alright. Let's just, there we go. Get that over here. Get this like this. And we'll just eat. We'll let you know what it tastes like. And that's all. The Chicken and Waffles BLT going in. We're not going to neglect you. We'll just use the sauce later. We'll just let you know how that affects it after we actually talk about what it tastes like in the first place. It's an interesting contradiction. For a very simple sandwich. The chicken is very crispy and very crunchy. The bacon is very crispy and very crunchy. The lettuce has a crunch. Yet the tomatoes and the two waffles are extremely fluffy, light, and soft. So you get this weird contradiction where you're holding the buns, the waffle buns down. Your fingers are just sinking in, almost tearing the things apart because they're just that soft and light. And then you got this real crunchy sandwich in between them. So it's a very odd contradiction. And I think there is an imbalance there. You bite in, the chicken itself is nice and tender, juicy, the Planet Wings standard. And the chicken is very good quality. Very crispy, very crunchy. It's definitely fried, battered, and breaded. The bacon itself is cooked and real crunchy too. The lettuce adds some moisture, but also has a crunch to it. And because of that, there's just so much crunchiness, and just very little softness to the sandwich, aside from these two meager little buns and the little tomato. It doesn't really offset that too much. And it just feels really weird to be holding this soft sandwich and have this real crunch into it. Alright. Now, in terms of flavors, as I said, the chicken itself is very juicy. Very tender. There's a little bit of a hint of sweetness actually kind of baked into the waffle buns on the top and bottom, but that's very barely noticeable. You can notice a mild saltiness from the the bacon itself, but I think this is really meant to also be accompanied you know, with the sauce here. So we're going to also open up the maple syrup. I don't think it's some sort of hard liquor. I think it is just maple syrup. So we'll just dip the sandwich in that, and we'll let you know how that tastes. All right. And just dip this piece in right here like that. Good. Let's see how this tastes. It's not a breakfast sandwich either. It's, you know, just a dinner sandwich. But after trying it with the maple syrup, I will admit that the maple syrup does justice to the sandwich. It really does. The maple syrup not only adds now a resounding sweetness to it, which really permeates into everything else and does a good job there and adds real good flavor to it, a good sweetness to the sandwich. But number two, that moisture helps offset the excessive crunchiness to it, helps kind of moisten things up, soften things up, and does a real good job doing that. That being said, it's a decent sandwich. It's brand new. But if you're gonna get this, if you're ever in the area where there's a Planet Wings and you say, yeah, I'm not gonna get the chicken wings, I'm gonna get the waffle BLT, I recommend using that maple syrup sauce. I definitely recommend that. Definitely recommend using the maple syrup sauce for it. Because that'll do this sandwich wonders, in my opinion. Add a nice sweetness if you're a fan of that. $5.42 is the price for this. But hey, you got a good piece of chicken, and the chicken's good at least, and it's a good size sandwich, so I can't really debate the price that much. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, out of 10, what am I going to be rating the Chicken and Waffles BLT from Planet Wings? I'm going to be rating the Chicken and Waffles BLT from Planet Wings. I mean, alone it wouldn't be the greatest, but because of the sauce that they add, it does actually make it a lot better. And since they include this resource in here for free, that is part of the sandwich. Therefore, out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be giving the Chicken and Waffles BLT from Planet Wings, I'm going to be giving it a 7.6 out of 10. Just a tiny bit above average. You know, it's okay. It's good with the sauce on that, I recommend. So that I recommend, folks. I do. Now, a little public service announcement. If anyone here is a shortwave radio listener, if you're interested in hearing the VORW show live on the air, Tuesday, June 21st, you could hear it on WBCQ 7490 kilohertz from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 0100 to 0100 UTC. On Wednesday the 22nd, if you're in Asia, tune your radio to 15780 kilohertz between 1100 and 1200 UTC. And if you're in Europe, you can tune to 6070 kilohertz or 6005 kilohertz between 1500 and 1600 UTC and 1800 and 1900 UTC, respectively. Anyways, though, that's just a little PSA, and that's all I got for you. Food review. And I'm your host, Report of the Week, and that's all I got for you. This is Running an Empty Food Review. Take care. That's all I got. Concluded.